that's not enough. I have no idea how much space I have on my phone, if I'll even have enough to make a video, period. But I haven't recorded in dumb long, bro. And I feel like talking. I've been in like a mood. I don't know how much shit I want to chat. It was straight. And I just reverted the curls back last night. I had it straight for like 10 days. Some updates in life. It's towards the end of the semester. You know, I've got a couple papers, couple presentations in the upcoming days. The reason I wanted to make a video is because lately I've just been reflecting on life and people. Some of it has been forced on me, like I've had to readdress the people I want to surround myself with and what that means for me. I was watching a video and the person was telling like a story time about a falling out. And I'm thinking about all the times I've had falling outs with friends. Every time you fall out with a friend, it feels like an attack on your own character, your own person, because you feel some type of way about your ability to judge someone's character. People always shock you with what they can and will do. It feels like there's nobody that's been able to prove me wrong. Well, I never really expect anything from anyone. I feel like if you're going into a friendship, relationship, or anything with certain expectations, it's not going to work out because you're not going to allow yourself the time to get to know the person. But I feel like expectations can develop over time once you get to know people. But then, even when you think you get to know people, they shock you. Okay, I've had just so much on my mind. So much is actively going on in life. And sometimes it's a struggle to speak it out loud with other people. But speaking it to camera always seems easier. I'll just do 2 strand twists. I was gonna do 3, but changed my mind. I've been doing a lot of reflecting. I always am, which is really important. Everyone should always be reflecting on themselves so that you're constantly trying to improve and grow to a person, the best version of yourself. But there's just so much that has happened recently. Just a lot of changes in life, scares, a lot of stressors, a lot of obstacles that have just made me have to sit and think about things. I feel like I have to talk cryptically and I don't want to share my private life, but I still want to talk about it. So it's really difficult. In the video, the person was talking about a falling out they had with friends. And I'm like, oh, I wish I had made videos when I had falling outs with friends. Friendship is tricky. Well, relationships with anyone is tricky. It's hard to try and grow with people and accept them and try to learn who they are at their core. I think the thing with friendships is you get to know people at their core, connect with someone at their core, and then get to know them and see all the additional layers around them. And sometimes aspects of their character don't align with you, but it's hard to detach from that. You think you can just get past the layers, but sometimes there's too many layers to shed that you're so separated from the core, and it's not your job to dig through. I'm speaking so nonsensically. I'm really just rambling right now. Another thing, you have to be careful about the company you keep. Birds of a feather flock together. That saying's as old as time, bro. The people you surround yourself with are reflections of yourself. You can be extremely different from your friends, your partners, etc. But there's got to be some aspect of commonality that encourages you to coexist with these people. The people you surround yourself with can adjust how you are perceived by other people. And I think that's an important thing to take into consideration. I'm not saying like base friendships off of what other people think. Sometimes the reason you make friends is because you can have a good time with someone, or you can laugh or joke or simple things like that. But you should have aligning values. I want to just sit and vent, talk about all the ways that people have wronged me in the past, in the present, but there's nothing that'll come from that. I wish this was a void to speak into and not like people actually receiving the brunt of it. Hair feels really good. Yesterday evening, I washed it, double shampooed, used conditioner. I double shampooed with this Carol's Daughter. I used this conditioner. After using this, like, you know how shampoos will feel like stripping? This shampoo, my hair felt really like soft. I was wondering if I hadn't rinsed out all the shampoo. Would recommend the shampoo is what I'm saying. And then after, I used some of my biotin thickening leave-in spray. I'm trying to use less products so I don't have as much buildup and so it's not weighing my hair too heavy. I think I just overestimate how much products my hair needs. But I used this Intense Curl Cream and then this Mizani 25 Miracle Cream. Very small amount. My hair still feels pretty good. I feel like I haven't done twists in a while. I think it always looks so pretty. And one thing y'all don't know, my family moved, bought a home for the first time. Not me, the parentals. That was really exciting. I'm happy to move out of the old town I lived in because it wasn't diverse, it wasn't accepting, it wasn't a good environment to be in, and it was so far from everything. Like now we're closer to family, everyone's work, everyone's school. There's just more opportunities, more options being in a city. It's my senior year, so I'm almost done, knock on wood. I've had a tumultuous college experience, but who hasn't? Now I am excited to plan for the next video talking about friendships. I wonder who I could bring on. I don't know. I think it's important and I think it's interesting to speak with people about their relationships and how they maneuver through life and their interactions with people. Because you can learn a lot. You can develop yourself and the people around you into their best selves when you're asking intuitive questions and having really intentional conversations. Other news, other updates. I'm thinking about getting more tattoos. The words everything and the words nothing. Oh, actually, what if instead of on my thighs, I got them on opposite sides of my rib cage? Things I've done semi recently. I went on a trip to New York, got another tattoo there. Really like the artist, really want to have more work done. I love their work and I want to get a bigger piece with more of their specific style. I'm always talking nonsense. I'll go to vent, but it's so hard to talk about things because sometimes it's situations where talking isn't going to solve anything. Sometimes the goal of speaking is not to create a solution, but to just create a space to try and dissect your emotions, dissect what's happening, and create different perspectives on it, and develop a better understanding of what's going on without necessarily feeling obliged to solve something. But I like having solutions to things, so sometimes talking about it'll make me feel worse. I can't even fully delve into the conversation the way I might like to because I'm not comfortable speaking. I'm trying to think of more types of conversations. I love having discussions with people, learning about what they're thinking and where their mindsets are at. I also think it'd be really interesting to have the ability to reflect and learn about the mindset I'm at and what I'm thinking at the present moment. Opinions on life can change so quickly. Things I say and think now might be different in a week, might be different in a month, might stick with me for the rest of my life. Being able to witness that process, being able to document it is something I would consider a great privilege that I want to take more advantage of. Being able to document conversations with people and experiences with people that I'm with right now helps me to create a specific picture and solidify the memory so that I can actively reflect and be nostalgic. How have I managed to talk for damn near 30 minutes about nothing? In other news, my mindset has been shifting back to some negative things I thought I had outgrown, but growth is not linear, as the saying goes, which is a hard thing to experience. It can seem like I'm working backwards in my journey of self-understanding, self-appreciation, self-love, which has been rough, but trying to break out of that mindset. And if I could do it once, I could do it again. And we'll probably likely have to continue to do so for who knows how long. There are good things happening. Been around some good people whose presence I really appreciate, and I get to learn a lot from them and learn a lot about them. It's been wonderful to learn about these people. About to be at a place where it's super transitional, moving from school potentially to more school or to career or a job or volunteer work. Like, who knows what I'm about to be doing next? Like, I'm not sure of what my life will look like this time next year. And technically nobody ever knows exactly. The vision may be really accurate to what ends up being the reality. But I don't have a vision. But because of that, there's a lot of opportunity that lays ahead of me, which is really exciting. There's rough things happening, but there's good things happening. That's the balance of life, fairness of life. People say that life isn't fair. Life just is. It's not to be fair or unfair. It all depends on perspective. I don't know how I'm gonna make a video out of this. I just played music. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you know that if you aren't doing well, you're not alone in that experience. Don't isolate yourself or get lost in solitude. Reach out, find help and support. Just know that it is out there for you, and I hope that whatever situations and ailments that the universe has put onto you are healed, and you're able to grow from them, learn from them, and move forward through them. That's all I'll say for now. I'll put in photos for when I finish my twists. Hope you liked the video. If not, I get it. If you did, there's a like button. The like and dislike buttons are just, little feedback for me. In all honesty, I just be making videos just to make them, so it doesn't really do much. It's not gonna alter how I exist on the channel, but it allows you to express your thoughts and opinions, so utilize it if you want. You can comment down below if you have something to say. You can subscribe if you want to join the fam and see more of me more intentionally. You had a good day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever time of day it is. I hope it's been good and will continue to be, and if it hasn't been good, I hope it gets better. Even if it doesn't get better by the end of the day, or by the end of the week, or the end of the month, it'll get better at some point. Thanks for listening. Bless.